Urgent news. Tottenham want outstanding striker matching Harry Kane's goal tally. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham are among several Premier League clubs keeping tabs on Aston Villa striker Louie Barry, who is currently on loan at Stockport County, according to Fichajes. Spurs, alongside Leicester City, are said to be keen admirers of the 21-year-old, who has taken the third tier of English football by storm this season, netting 11 goals in his first 16 appearances for Stockport, matching Bayern Munich star Harry Kane's league tally so far. Tottenham, who secured multiple exciting youngsters in the summer transfer window, have reportedly identified Barry as their next opportunity to add fresh talent to their forward line. The North London Giants have welcomed the likes of Dominic Solanke and Wilson Odobert before the new campaign to bolster Ange Postecoglou's frontline ahead of his second season in the Premier League. The outstanding 21-year-old made just one appearance while at the West Midlands club, scoring a goal in their 4-1 defeat to Liverpool in the 2020-21 Carabao Cup season. It remains to be seen how genuine Tottenham's interest in Barry is after they welcome two new strikers in the transfer window in Solanke and Odobert. Solanke has had a promising start in North London, scoring 6 goals in his first 15 appearances, as well as registering 2 assists. His efforts up front will be even more needed after Odobert's latest setback. The 19-year-old recently underwent surgery on his hamstring and is expected to return to action in March. After suffering a shock loss to Premier League strugglers Ipswich Town just before the international break, Postecoglou's men will face a tough test on their return this weekend, visiting champions Manchester City at the Etihad on Saturday. Former Tottenham goalkeeper Paul Robinson believes that Daniel Levy struck an incredible transfer deal in the summer. The deal Spurs struck with Real Betis back in the summer was groundbreaking, with the Lilywhites agreeing an option to buy Johnny Cardoso next summer as a part of Giovani Lo Selso's return to his former club. According to reports, Tottenham have the option of signing the USA international for £25 million next summer, and they will get a sell-on clause for the player if they decide against activating the clause. However, Spurs still face the prospect of losing Cardoso to other clubs, with the likes of Aston Villa, AC Milan and Atletico Madrid thought to be eyeing a January move for the midfielder. Robinson is impressed by the kind of deal that Spurs struck in the summer, suggesting that it is a win-win situation for the North London side. The former England man insisted that the USA international would be a tempting option for Ange Postecoglou's side, given the kind of performances he has been delivering in Spain. When asked about Spurs' agreement for Cardoso, Robinson told Football Insider, "They're in a win-win situation at Tottenham. You either get a top player in great form who's almost doubled his value over the last 6 months, or they get a share when he's sold for a fortune. It's very much a Daniel Levy deal. It's incredible. They get first dibs on a player, and if he doesn't sign for them, they get a percentage of his sale. He's still only 23, got 17 caps for the USA, and he's got room to get better. He's been playing very well for Betis this season, and he's clearly a good player. The Premier League is very different to La Liga with the pace of the game, but he's definitely an option for them." However, Robinson does not think that signing a number 6 should be a priority for Tottenham. The former Spurs number 1 questioned where Cardoso would fit in at N17, given the other options that Postecoglou has in the middle of the park. He added, "There's an abundance of talent in that Tottenham midfield, but he's playing well and he's put in a couple of man-of-the-match performances. It's an interesting one to keep an eye on, but does he start for Spurs? He'd be a good player for the squad, but I'm not sure where he fits in. But the deal is one I don't think we've ever seen before." It has been widely reported over recent days and weeks that Spurs are expected to add reinforcements to their backline in January, particularly due to Mickey van der Ven's continuing hamstring issues. This claim was most recently made by Givmesport, who reported that the Lilywhites are assessing various options ahead of January, with Bayern Leverkusen's Jonathan Tah said to be near the top of the club's wish list. The report pointed out that the German international has just over 6 months left on his contract, and that he is seen as a player who can add reliability and versatility to Tottenham. However, Court Offside have now claimed that it is Chelsea who have moved into pole position to sign the Leverkusen man in January. The Blues are said to be keen on strengthening their defence and are determined to beat their rivals to the experienced centre-back signature and have made him their top target. Despite facing competition from the likes of Spurs, Manchester United, Newcastle, Bayern Munich, Juventus and Real Madrid, the West London club are trying to move into a strong position to land the defender. The outlet adds that Leverkusen are struggling to convince the 28-year-old to stay, with the player keen to explore new opportunities in his career. Tar is likely to be inexpensive in January due to his contract situation, and his representatives will thus demand a huge salary. Given the kind of clubs who are showing interest in the Leverkusen man, it is difficult to see how Spurs can offer him a lucrative enough contract. The North London club are unlikely to consider breaking their wage structure for a player who might not even be a regular starter for them when everyone is fit. Christian Romero has been linked with a move away from Tottenham Hotspur in recent months. The Argentine international is reportedly on the radar of Spanish club Real Madrid. They are looking to improve their defensive unit, and they have identified the 2022 World Cup winner as a target. There is no doubt that Romero has established himself as one of the best defenders in the Premier League, but he can be error-prone at times. Furthermore, his rash tackling has resulted in red cards as well. Former Tottenham scout Mick Brown believes that he can be quite unreliable with his decision-making at times, and Tottenham would be open to selling the player if they get a big money offer. It will be interesting to see if Real Madrid follow up on their interest with an official proposal to sign the player at the end of the season. If the interest from Real Madrid is genuine, they've got a decision to make, he told Football Insider. There are some concerns about him at Tottenham because of their defensive issues. He's also error-prone, which is something the team can't really afford to carry in their situation. So I think they could look at if we can get big money, we'll take it and reinvest in a player who might provide that stability. Romero is at the peak of his powers, and he could prove to be a quality addition for the Spanish club. They need long-term alternatives to players like David Alaba, and Romero would be ideal for them. If he can cut out the rash decision-making from his game, he could be an exceptional player. Meanwhile, the opportunity to join Real Madrid will be quite attractive for the South American as well. He would get to fight for major trophies with them. It remains to be seen how the situation develops. Tottenham need to find a top-class replacement before letting the player leave. He is one of the best players at the club, and the North London club are likely to demand a premium for him. That's it for today's update. If you like the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.